Okay, so this box of goodies that I received from the UK are all Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary themed. Y'all are not going to believe all the things. I'm doing the unboxing a little bit differently, and as I show you the items, we are going to chat Disney news, Disney rumors, my upcoming travel plans, and all the things, and I'm really glad that you're here. So yes, my break was fabulous. I got a lot done for the channel that was kind of behind the scenes stuff, things that I kept wanting to get done and couldn't, so thank you for giving me that time off. If you want to see some videos that I did while I was gone, you can join us over on Patreon. That is why I do not do sponsored videos, because of my amazing patrons. You can just go to patreon.com/JenLefforge and you can find out how to sign up there. And the second you sign up, you will have access to all of the exclusive content. So Karen, my friend, who her channel is Karen's USA Adventures, but she runs a kind of Disney curating business called Enchanted Mysteries, and she sends me boxes from time to time. Full disclosure, I do not pay for these. These are gifted to me, but there is absolutely no requirement on my end to review the boxes or even unbox them on the channel. Karen has been really clear from the start. This particular box arrived on my actual birthday, which was July 17th, so I was super excited to dig into it. I decided not to do like my normal unboxing and go ahead and just indulge myself and open everything up privately. And I am so glad that I did, because I cried when I opened one of the items, and you're going to see why in a second. But this one was the deluxe Disneyland Paris anniversary box, and all of the boxes will have at least 5 items in there. This one I believe was 200 pounds, so that's gonna, you'll have to do the conversion. I'll put the actual price right here on the screen, and it is absolutely spectacular. But we have a lot to talk about too. So let's just kind of take the items one at a time, and with each item, I will share something upcoming that I'm excited about, or a recent Disney rumor or controversy. Does that sound like fun? I thought it sounded like fun. All right, well, we're gonna start with something that was actually a duplicate item that I had received in another box, but it is beautiful. I actually have it somewhere, I don't even know if y'all can see it, back here on my bookshelf. And that is this really beautiful, and by the way, very well packaged plate. And it just is Minnie Mouse, and it's all springtime, and it is a Disneyland Paris Parks exclusive. Now, I am absolutely going to be gifting this to someone. I already have in mind who is going to get it. I have loved this plate. I love the colors on it. It is so beautiful in springtime. I love Minnie's little sassy attitude. I think these boxes are so fantastic to give as gifts. So definitely, if you're interested in doing it, it's a bit of a splurge, especially with the shipping costs. But I mean, if you have a Disney lover in your life, what a fabulous thing to send them. So speaking of Disney lovers in your life, what do we think about Magic Band Plus? That wasn't maybe the best segue ever, but who cares? So I wasn't going to buy it because I don't need it. I already have plenty of Magic Bands. And not only that, but I have my Apple Watch. So why would I even need to have another Magic Band? But then I saw stuff like it, lights up the piano guy from Soul, and the things it does in, different lands, and the stuff that it does at Galaxy's Edge. And I had to have it. I'm just a sucker for things that light up, and the way that it lights up during the fireworks and things like that. So many downsides. It's actually not that expensive. I bought mine pre-arrival, which we'll talk about in a minute, and I think it was $34.99 for the one that I got. And I got the one that has like the 1972 Walt Disney World really classic logo in the blue, and the band is white, and it has the 4 parks. I might even have it by the time this video goes up, so I'll show you guys a picture. But if not, I'll just screenshot it from the website. But I am not sure if I should have bought it. When I get it, I will probably unbox it on Instagram. So if y'all aren't following me over there, I'm just Jen Lefforge. But it was one of those things that I was like, oh, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. And then the things came across and how cute they were, and they sent me the email, and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get it. Why am I like this? I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. So I'll let you know what I think when I get back from this trip, which I will talk about as I show you item number 2, which I guess I'll go from like the least expensive to the most expensive items. Well, I already cheated because these were definitely less expensive. And that were these, those are these little candies that came. Now, as those of you that have been watching me unbox other boxes from Karen, you know that they always come with candy, and I've already eaten like half of these. They're really interesting. They're kind of like, they're called a gummy cable phrase. No idea. But they kind of taste like a mixture between like a Twizzler and a gummy bear, and they're really good. But they came in this little box. It's always fun, especially if you have little ones, to get candies from other countries. And Disneyland Paris has some very distinctive candy options. So yeah, these were in the box as well. So speaking of candy, again, terrible segue. You know where I like to eat candy? On the Disney Wish. I don't even know. I guess you would go to the new sweet shop. Yes, I have been watching all of the videos that have come in. I am so excited about this cruise. I am very nervous about COVID testing before the cruise. As you know, I went through this in October, so I kind of know what to expect, but that is coming up in just a few weeks. That is my next big trip. I'm going to actually be doing a whole bunch of cruise content over on Joyful Living, things like, you know, items that I've packed on cruises that I didn't need and items that are must-haves, things like that. So make sure you head over there and subscribe if you haven't already. But this trip, it's like with my month off, and I feel like it's just come really, really fast. But watching all of the videos come through, I'm telling you, I am just super, super excited for this cruise. So I have a day at Walt Disney World before the cruise and a day at Walt Disney World after the cruise, where I'm actually going to Mickey's Not So Scary. So I'm super excited about that. It's just kind of a joy overload. So there's a lot of really fun stuff coming up. Patrons, if you're watching this, I will not be doing a formal meetup this time because I'm only down in Florida really briefly, just one day before and one day after the cruise. But if you join us on Patreon, that is something that we do regularly when I'm down there. So anyway, super excited. As far as like what I'm really looking forward to about it, if you guys want a whole separate video about that, let me know. But some of the restaurants look amazing. I do have a spa appointment, so I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to buy the length of stay pass for the rainforest area. That's something that Scott and I have always enjoyed in the past, but I'm just not sure that this time I want to spend the money. I'm not sure. We'll see how all of that plays out. So can't wait to bring you guys all the great content. Also today, I ordered myself a little surprise to have in the room. So I'll definitely have more of that for you. So I'm just, yeah. If you ever think, oh, well, this is what she does for a living, so she probably doesn't get quite as excited anymore. Oh, I do. I totally do. Like, I am already almost too excited to sleep about this trip. I can't even. It is going to be absolutely fabulous. All right, let's get into our next item, which is these beautiful Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary ears. I audibly gasped when I opened these up. They are this gorgeous purple sequin. And then here at the top, you have this really pretty enamel pin kind of thing on the top. It doesn't come off, but it is really gorgeous. You have this contrasting bow, and it's like a faux leather, and it's just gorgeous. And then it has along the side Disney Loungefly. So these are actually the Loungefly official Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary ears. They retailed for 30 euros, and I mean, they are just gorgeous. I still have, in fact, let me cut that tag off so that I can try these on for you and not look ridiculous. Of course, we have the CVS tag that is 90 miles long, so I don't even know how you're supposed to, I'll cut that off, but I want to do that off camera, so we'll just kind of tuck it. And we will try those on and you can see what you think. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I love the color. I love the way that they shimmer. I love the contrast. I love this little enamel castle. These are spectacular. Karen, thank you so much. Oh, look how pretty those are. So let's get into the next item. And as I show you the item, I think I want to save that for last. As I show you the item, let's talk a little bit of DVC news and rumors for a minute. DVC, the big change that I know about, well, there's two things. Number one is the opening of the DVC resort rooms at the Grand Floridian, which I do have a reservation there coming up, so I will give you guys a complete review. A little bit of a spoiler alert. I have already heard from a couple of you that said there were sound issues. If you watched my video about the Grand Floridian from, I guess, last May, and I'll put a link to that right there, Scott and I had major sound issues with our room, and it was in the same building that they've now converted to the resort studios. Word on the street is if you don't get a connecting room, it's much better. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out for myself. I will tell you from what I've seen online, the rooms are appointed beautifully. I am so into that closet, the way they did it more as a wardrobe, the subtle Mary Poppins touches throughout. Absolutely love. So I'm actually looking forward to staying myself. Of course, I will have a full review for you guys. And then there's one more DVC thing we need to discuss, but I'm going to wait till I show you this and we'll talk about that with the last item. So the next item that came in the box came in this really beautiful red velvet packaging. Oh, you know what? And I have one more kind of smaller thing to show you in a second too. And it has the little UK heart on it. Now, when I open this up for you guys, I have to tell you, I actually do not own a Pandora bracelet. But when I saw this, I was like, I love this so much. I think I want to get either a bracelet or maybe the necklace. So if you are a Pandora jewelry person, let me know which one I should get. I'm not even sure. Like, I got online and tried to figure it out. There's like a Moments collection, and then there's a this and a that, and I want to make sure I get the right thing to fit this charm. So what I might do is take this with me because I think I can get my pass holder discount if I buy it at Walt Disney World, which is that 20% off. So this is the Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary Pandora charm. Now the front of it, of course, has Sorcerer Mickey, and it says 1992, which was the year Disneyland Paris opened. And then, and I didn't even realize this until I pulled it out to film this video, on the back it says Euro Disney. Can y'all see that? And around the side, it has these little like diamond cutouts. I think this one is for the Moments, either bracelet, or I think you can do a necklace, but I think I'm going to buy the bracelet, because at first when I opened it, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna give it away. And then I was like, but I really love it. And I noticed that there are a few other Pandora charms that are Disney. And I used to wear the Alex and Ani bracelets all the time, but it's just a lot with the Apple Watch and the Alex and Ani bracelets and then my Magic Band and all of that. So I thought that this might be a good like next step for me. So this actually, I looked up, it retails for like $70. So this box at $200 already, I think we already, with what I've showed you, we're almost at that $200 mark. Things aren't hugely discounted. It's more the way that they're curated and the way that they are presented, especially if you're giving it as a gift, which I just cannot say enough. I would love to receive one of these boxes as a gift, and she has them from all different. There's a Harry Potter box, there's a British box, there's Disneyland Paris boxes, there's Primark, like just regular regular Disney licensed items. So definitely check her website to look at all of the different variations. But everything I've ever received has been really, really high quality. So we have that beautiful Pandora bracelet. This item is smaller, and as I show you this, let's talk about another DVC, I don't know, update. It's not a rumor because it actually happened, and that is the reopening of the Top of the World Lounge, but now as a Villain's Lair, and they have changed who can get into it. Now, I think I definitely need to do an entirely separate video about this, about the restrictions, about resale restrictions, about the blue card, about how many points you need to get all of the benefits, about the actual value of the benefits. I've touched on it in other videos, and I think I actually did a whole video about that a couple years ago, but so much has changed. And it used to be that Top of the World Lounge was available to all DVC members, regardless of how you purchased your membership. With the reopening, that has changed, and now you can only get up there if you have a blue card. A blue card is only issued to people who either bought direct from Disney, buying the minimum amount required for that blue card when they purchased, because that's gone up over the years, or people who bought before the restrictions were started and bought and they were grandfathered in. Okay, so if you have a blue card, you will know it. If you go into your My Disney experience into the wallet, you'll see it will say right next to your name whether you have access to that or not. I can't remember, there's like a letter that will be by your name. But now not only can you only get in there if you have a blue card, but they're doing it reservations only, and it's like a ticketed event. Now, what I don't know is if that will continue. I'm going to check it out when I'm there in just a few weeks, so I will keep you guys updated. This is a space that I have always really, really loved, so I'm excited that it's reopening, but it is a total bummer that it's no longer available to people who purchased on the resale market. I don't love that, like, at all, but we do qualify for the membership extras, which is another way to put the blue card. So I'm excited about it, and I'm really excited to just go and experience it, and yeah, I think it will be a lot of fun. So this next item is this really cute keychain. You could also put this on your bag. I will probably stick this on my backpack, and it says 1992, and it has these little Euro Disney iconic kind of world thing that they have. It's not the Epcot ball, it's their own little logo. And then on the back, it says Euro Disney. Now, I'm not sure, but my guess is that this might have been a replica of an item that was sold when the park opened. But I love little things like this, just little keychains. They're super easy to just add a little bit of Disney magic, either to something that you use every day. We could put our house key on this, whatever. And it's nice and big, so it's easy to spot in your bag. And I just thought that was really cute. And it's got that like old school, definitely feels like, early 1990s, really even like 1970s, the cording and all of that. So that was a really fun piece and a really fun commemorative item. All right. Before I show you this last piece, let's talk about all of the construction at Epcot and all of the new stuff that's been coming out about the Moana area and all of that. I don't know about y'all. I am just ready for Epcot to be done. I feel, and I understand the pandemic interrupted all that, but we have been living with walls forever. And I'm just looking forward to the day when I can walk into that park and have it be as it is supposed to be and not a park under construction. So let's all look forward to that day. But one of the things that was scrapped that made us all very, very sad was the Mary Poppins attraction that was supposed to be in World Showcase. Might this come at some point? Maybe. But getting this next gift really kind of helped me get over that, helped me not be too sad. I will show you first the box that it came in. It came in this beautiful country lane. So this, obviously, this scene is reminiscent of when Bert was doing the chalk pictures. And then on the back, it says Walt Disney's Mary Poppins, Kevin and Jody. This retails for 129 euros. You're like, well, what is it? Is it just the box? No, I'll show you in a second. It has all this beautiful artwork on the back, and I didn't even realize that it had the Disneyland Paris logo on the back as well. And then what I loved was it came, and Karen was really nervous. She was like, please message me as soon as you get it so I know that it came in one piece. It, of course, did. It came nestled in this beautiful satin box. But it is this spectacular Mary and Bert and the Penguins music box. Now, I don't think this will be copyrighted. Surely not, because it's a music box. But listen. Oh, here, let me do this so you can see the glitter. How beautiful is that? Now, I love the way they are stylized just a little bit. The artwork on that is, it's like they are more fun, cartoonish versions of themselves. And the little penguin peeking out, let's do that again so we can see the glitter. And then if you look down around the base, you've got 1, 2 little penguins looking out. Even the thing that turns has this beautiful swan on it. And here, right at the base, it says, "Oh, it's a jolly holiday," in this beautiful brass plaque. And look at all the scroll work along the bottom. I just thought this was so precious and I guess I don't want to say feminine, but like delicate, and yet it's a very substantial, sturdy piece. I mean, that's a good size. And then on the bottom it says Kevin and Jody, and it says Mary Poppins. Here, I guess I could show you what it says on the bottom. I am not one that is usually into like tchotchkes and like all those kinds of things. There have been a few figurines that she has sent me that I have kept that I have just adored, but I'm not a collector of those things. But when I saw this, I opened it and at first I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to do that as a giveaway. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, heck no, I am keeping this. It is just, look at the way Bert is like flying and Mary's face. They are having so much fun. And look at her little shoes on the bottom. And that penguin peeking out just makes me happy. So this is an exquisite piece. I am going to have this in my collection. I absolutely adore it. I don't really have adequate words for how beautiful it is in person. This is the piece that when I opened, oh here, we've got 2 penguins there. I knew there were 3 total penguins. And then this little guy down here. So beautiful, and especially as Disney has, reopened the resort studios. They're Mary Poppins themed. Sad that we are losing our Mary Poppins attraction. Hope that maybe someday that might come back, because I think that would just be so beautiful in the UK pavilion. But I adore this piece. Even like, look at the grass on the bottom and the little flowers. It's just stunning, as Karen would say. That's one of her favorite words. So here's what I would say about this box. Again, 10 out of 10. I can't even tell you, I ended up being alone on my birthday, which was, well, I wasn't alone. I did have one of my sons here, and he did so much to make it so magical. But Scott was on a trip, and my other 2 sons were not able to be with me. And so we had celebrated a few days prior, which is great. And we had a nice party, and we had cake and gifts and all that. It's kind of like on the actual day, you're like, well, this is kind of a bummer. So when the box arrived on my actual birthday, you can imagine how completely over the moon I was. And to be able to open this and just feel like Karen was there with me celebrating my birthday. So I highly recommend her boxes. They are a splurge, but I think they are absolutely a value for money, even though they are expensive. And again, if you have a Disney lover in your life, they make such a lovely gift. So thank you to Karen for giving it to me. You guys stick around. I cannot tell you how much great content we have coming up. Check out my Patreon, check out my Instagram. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're being really good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye.